And doing a sound check here, we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. La la la, la la la. Is it a Sasquatch? Is it a Bigfoot? Is it a Yeti? We don't know. We're getting thumbs up from the control room, and it's 2 o'clock somewhere in the world. Hello, everyone. Puppeteer Terrence Burke, Want Mucket Puppets. Welcome to the very first and super special episode of Puppet Crafts for Kids. And today we are going to have some fun, and we're going to show you in about 20 minutes or so how to make one of these guys. We'll move him into the camera here, huh? Look at this guy, huh? It is a Sasquatch finger puppet. See? There he is. And today's Squatch Week here at Want Mucket Puppets. Coleman is supervising right here, and we've got some of our Squatch stuff, Squatch t-shirt, Squatch button, air freshener. You need that. And let's get started, shall we? So, in this craft, we're going to need some supplies. Now, we're going to save all of this information on our website, wantmucketpuppets.com, and you will be able to download the directions as well as the template. I mean, so it doesn't reflect. There we are. This little template here, the pattern. So here are the things that we need to make the cereal box Sasquatch. First, if you have the ability to print it out at home, you can print out a free pattern right here. That's on our website right now, wantmucketpuppets.com, and we'll throw all this information into the Facebook feed so you can click on it later. But I was actually pretty productive this morning, and we got that on there. So that's out of the way. The pattern. Of course, next, to make a cereal box Sasquatch, you're going to need a cereal box, but we're going to use the inside of it here. So I'm going to flatten that out. Another piece, your supply list, we're going to need a toilet paper roll or a paper towel roll. Something tells me there's someone in the world that has quite a few of these right now. So we're going to put these aside. And then the other things we're going to need: scissors. These are my super sharp paper scissors. However, if you have regular scissors at home, that'll work. Get your mom or dad or your aunt, uncle, caregiver to help you out. Kids at school. I understand we might have some friends up in Maine. Hello. We're going to have something special for you kids. But if you have scissors, we can cut, because the cardboard, that's pretty simple. And that'll cut out the paper. So we have that. We also are going to need, got them all right here, colored pencils or a magic marker or a crayon or even a Wookiee pen. Something tells me that a Wookiee is nothing more than a space Squatch. And finally, you can use some Scotch tape, transparent tape, or glue. This is a clear glue because that's what we had. Regular Elmer's glue will work. Crafting glue will work because we're just going to be gluing paper. So, first what we're going to do is, if you've already printed it out, or if you're not, we can do this later. We're going to print out this little pattern, pardon me, right there. And that's the original one. That's how he looks. And once we print that out, if you don't have a printer, you can draw it. That's all right. And, you know, you don't have to use this universal Sasquatch symbol. Something tells me that they have other ways of moving their body, but that's just the one we chose. You're going to take your pattern, and we're going to use a Sharpie I have, but you can use a crayon or a marker, a pencil. And then we're going to trace all around the pattern that we have cut out from the printout. And we go all around. Whoops, he moved there. And all around and back to home. There he is. And then, look at this. This is what you should have next. We're doing this on the inside, not on this part, because we're going to draw on that. This is called upcycling. It's a good thing to do. And we're going to use this part now. So put the cereal box over there on the sewing desk. Now you have this. Next, once you have your pattern traced onto the cardboard, I'm going to use our scissors once again. Be careful. And I'm just going to do this make-believe. Snip, 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 until we get this. See, we've cut it out. And that was just this piece. It was on here. And then I cut it all out with our scissors. And we got this. Okay, so we'll put that guy over there. Now, once you've got your Sasquatch all cut out, this is the part of the real fun part of it. We get to decorate. I should mention that when you're cutting out, be sure to cut on the inside of where the marker or crayon lines are. The reason why you want to do that is so the black lines or whatever color you're using don't show up on your finished Sasquatch. So if you need to, take a little time and we can do some trimming here. I mean, just trim around there so it's nice and neat, and that's okay. You know, we're all learning here. I'm learning how to do these and you're learning how to do that at home. And so here we are. So let's pretend that we've snipped it all out and he's nice and clean and how we like it. The next part in our process is we're going to take our colored pencils. I've got a bunch of colored pencils here. And if you don't have colored pencils, crayons will work, as well as magic markers. And you're going to start using, let's see, I got them in order there and I mixed them up. Starting with the lightest color first, and we'll just use this guy. We'll hold him up here. And you start just giving him a background and drawing on there to just the background color. And we do a little bit of that while we're here. We were kind of consolidating time, but this will all be saved on our Facebook page as well as the Wumpmucket Puppets website, which is wumpmucketpuppets.com. Imagine that. How do they think of these things? Must have been someone in management. So we're coloring it in. I like to play music usually while I'm doing any kind of artwork or crafting or puppet building. So right now, let me think. I've been listening to a lot of Gary Newman. Imagine that. And he is a British musician, although his family, they now live in California. And I like him quite a bit. Let's see, now we're going to go to a little darker. And I'm just doing this as a demonstration. We're just drawing on the cardboard. We'll bring them up to there. See the light, it bounces. You can see I'm making kind of like fur marks on here because our Sasquatch or Bigfoot are shaggy guys, kind of like Wookiees. And then we're going to go a little bit darker. Use a darker color brown, and we'll color him in more, coloring in that way. He'll look cool. I will finish this and put the finished one up later. And finally, using one of the medium or darker, they kind of look the same in the light, the way I'm using the light to show. They almost look the same. I've left a little space right where his face would be. Bring that up to the camera here. See his face? Kind of gave him a nice smile. He's a friendly guy. Sasquatch doesn't bother anybody. He's a nice guy. And we'll just put a little kind of face, just giving him some eyebrows. And a nose. And give him a smile there. I like happy stuff. Let me draw that. There he is. So we've done the face and color that in. And then finally, using our darkest colored paper, we will, or colored pencil, give them more kind of that shaggy look. And I'm just using here with that. Got a question from New Hampshire. Hello, New Hampshire. And they're saying, are there pictures of Sasquatch online that you can use or recommend? You know, good idea. And I've got some pictures here that I'll show, but I'll throw those in the links, the notes, comments below. Yes, there are. If you just Google Sasquatch or if you Google Bigfoot, Yeti, there's a lot out there. A lot of it, is this. I'll give you a bit of history in a minute. We'll get back to that. So we're doing that. And we'll just pretend that this is to that point. So now we'll take our colored Squatch. He's all colored. And you don't have to use brown. You can use any color you'd like. If you would like to make a purple Squatch, you'd like to make a pink Squatch, a green Squatch, whatever color. There are so many colors in the world. The Sasquatch is probably brown, so he can hide. Did you know that Squatch are the world's #1 champion of hide and seek? Now we've taken 2 pieces of tape. I use glue for this guy, but I'm using tape right now. And just kind of centering it onto the tissue paper roll and just taping in there. Put a piece of tape there and down at the bottom, another piece of tape. Glue will work better. It'll hold longer. But if you don't have any, and if you have tape, that's okay. This is for fun. This is not something that may last years and years. You never know. But this is just a fun activity. I put them on crooked that we are offering here to keep kids interested and entertained. Oh, there we are. You know, I can't tape them at the bottom. So what I'll do, the glue would have gone down there. I'll just make a little loop and put it there in the middle of the Squatch. And we'll press him down. And see? There he is like this. So we have glued or tape, or if you have a stapler, that would work too. And you put them on like this. Now, bring up the final product. Do, 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 do. And he walks across. You know what you could do too? You could take over your leftover cardboard and other tube and make trees. That's cool. Or you could make them into a Wookiee, make this into a spaceship, and you can have all kinds of cool adventures with your cereal box Sasquatch. Now, I'm going to have to get the inspector out, so bear with me. He's here from Sasquatch Nation to approve of my work.
Hello, everyone. This is Coleman the Sasquatch coming to you live from Cincinnati, Ohio. And we hope you're well. So let me look over here and look at this Squatch. All right, you got the shag. Mm-hmm. And, oh, how come he has feet and I don't have feet? Where'd my feet go? And he's got the stance. That's important. Walk this way. Oh, boy. I think you did a pretty good job. And you know what? If any of you kids or our friends out there, can you take a picture of your cereal box Sasquatch and have your mom or dad put it on our Facebook page? Just your Sasquatch. That's all we want to see. And that would be really fun. So I'm going to go and pretend I'm frozen over here.
Okay, Coleman, I'll put you back over here. Whoop, I had a little pillow for him to protect the puppet. And the inside, there he is. He's sleeping over there. Okay, we'll have Coleman come off in a bit. But what I'm going to do, since we've got a bit of time left in our show, I'm going to read a poem about Sasquatch. This is from The Essential Worldwide Monster Guide by Linda Ashman, illustrated by Caldecott Medal winner David Small. And this is a book that I've had when my children were younger and would read them because, you know, I like these creatures. It's just something fun. This is the mystery to it all, and they're neat. Are they real? I'm not sure. One thing I can say is that a lot of people have seen things, and there's a lot of evidence, in my opinion, that says there's something in the woods, and we can't possibly know everything. So don't stop believing, as Journey said. All right, let's see. This is called Don't Sneer. Put it over here so you can see the pictures. Oh, there we are. And if I can read it, let's try that angle. Wonder how Captain Kangaroo did this. Don't sneer at Sasquatch. Sasquatch sings the blizzard blues. Toes are frozen, has no shoes. Icy teardrops sting his toes. Can't find clothes in Bigfoot size. Be forewarned, you travel bug, wrapped in fleeced, contented snug. Stop that smirking. Do not gloat. In a flash, he'll snatch your coat. That is Don't Sneer at Sasquatch. And I'm going to bring the pictures up there, if you can see them there. There is a Sasquatch Yeti, and there's the other size. And Sasquatch, also known as Bigfoot, is an enormous furry creature who lives in the snowy mountains of North America. Not just North America. There have been sightings all around the country, all around the world, including here in Ohio. Lauren Coleman and James A. Willis and Andrew Henderson wrote this book. It's your travel guide to Ohio's local legends and best-kept secrets. And they talk about the Ohio Grassman, which is Ohio's version of Sasquatch. There are many great books out there. I've got a couple. These are more for grown-ups. But I'm sure if you go to your library once you're able, or go online to Google, you can find a lot of cool information. And one of the things that first got me interested in Sasquatch and mysterious creatures and UFOs and aliens is I grew up in the 1970s, and there was a really cool TV show called In Search Of, who was hosted by Leonard Nimoy, who was Spock on Star Trek. And they had programs about the Loch Ness Monster, UFOs, Bigfoot, and Sasquatch. And I remember seeing those when I was, 8, 9, 10 years old, and I thought, this is cool. And I've always liked those. And so when I was building my puppets and putting the One Mucket puppets all together, I thought, why not? Build stuff that you like and you want to see. So I started creating and making all the puppet creatures and characters, and they're friendly, they're fun, and I think it adds a sense of fun and mystery to it all, because I'm not sure if they're really out there. I've never seen anything, but I've never had the opportunity. But I think something is out there because lots of people have seen it. So Coleman, you ready to come back before we say goodbye? We'll take him off his little puppet stand here and take the piece of fleece out.
Oh, here I am. I had a little nap. All right. For all our friends out there at home watching, I have got a knock-knock joke for you. Are you ready? All right. You play at home, and we can see your screen, so you can type on the screen. All right? Knock, knock. We're waiting. Go ahead. Say it. Who's there? Oh, okay. I heard you. Sunny.
Sunny who?
Sunny days. Although it's a little cloudy here in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Well, thank you very much for tuning in to Puppet Crafts for Kids here on One Mucket Puppets. This is Coleman the Sasquatch, and yes, he is inspired by the name of cryptozoologist and author Lauren Coleman, who is up there in Portland, Maine at the International Museum of Cryptozoology. I hope to get there one day. Be sure to tune in on Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
That is going to be our One Mucket Puppets mini show. We're going to be right here on our Facebook channel, doing Facebook Live, and Coleman and a special guest that hasn't been in our shows for a while is going to join us. So see us back here at 2. And next week, we're planning ahead. Yes, this show is getting organized. We're going to do shadow puppets.
Oh, can you maybe do Mothman?
We'll see if we can do Mothman. I've got some things planned. But tune in and see, and be sure to share us. If you like what you see, tell your friends. We welcome them all, and we have a lot of folks. And visit us at wumpmucketpuppets.com. We'll throw that URL down in the link. All right, do you want to say anything?
Oh, we just thank everyone, and that we hope that you are safe and sound and staying inside and being well. So long, everyone, and remember, don't stop believing. Bye-bye.
So long.